Hello and welcome to another episode of The Laws of Minecraft with me, LawFromChaos. Okay, so I did a couple things since the last time I was here. Worked on magical crops quite a bit, at least as far as farming them. I haven't actually built any new ones. So my different elements. Some of these I have more seeds for, but I left it at 99 except for the essence, which I did as much as I have. But there's a number of them, like earth and fire and such, that I don't have as much as I would like. And speak of the devil, the other thing I wanted to show you was my lovely new spawner that I built. So at the bottom, underneath everything, is all yellow force brick to be explosion resistant, and all the walls are yellow force brick as well, so that we can deal with those oh so lovely problems with creepers. And I can go through it. I've got the force of flush blocks there transfigured as glass. This guy's glass, whatever you want to talk about. So I can see through it. And then I just, I used to lose some cobblestone every now and then from doing this, but I just replace it. It's simple enough. I think I hear something. It must be an Enderman on the roof. Yeah, okay. So I've done that. So you can just see it's very simple design, but very effective. Force of flush blocks configured to let me go through for the entrance. I was hoping we would get bats to spawn, but no such luck, even though it's dark enough and sealed off. So I'm guessing that maybe bats just cannot spawn at this height. If that's the case, and I think that's what it is, then we're going to need to start building lower. And so in order to do that, I wanted to do a couple small things. So I decided I wanted to go way down there, so I'm going to have to find a way to do that. And I think I've got one. It's a item called a rope ladder, as I believe that's what it's called. And I'd forgotten all about it. I need some sticks. But then I was thinking, how am I going to do this? And was thinking of various strategies with water and other stuff. And I was like, no, I think the rope ladder can do this. It's been a very long time since I've used this, though, so I don't remember how it works. So we're going to experiment together. And if I die, well, I die. Okay, so I'm going to click like this. And yeah, I think... Yep, so it acts as a ladder that just keeps going down. That's perfect. That's what I thought it did. Okay. And if I press shift, I can hold myself in place. But if you go far enough away from it, it will... So if you press backwards while you're having shift, it will move you backwards instead. So shift up works for moving you upwards. So we're going to do this. Not the best strategy, but okay. Now the rope ladder extends more or less indefinitely, as far as I recall. It just goes until it finds solid blocks. In this case, obviously, there are no solid blocks behind it. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Do not want to fall off this map. Admittedly, I would keep all my items and everything else, but it would still be a pain. So, try not to fall and die. So we're at 64 here. I want to get quite a bit lower than that. At this point we'd be slightly below the ground, so this would be an area I would expect bats to be able to spawn, but I'm going to go down pretty far. I might actually extend this column all the way down to bedrock or something like that, just so I can do this as effectively as possible. I just want to check that it's still going down. Yep. I guess it would extend as far down as I want. down farther. You can kind of see the bedrock animation there. I am now at 1. Oop. Oh, if I go to 0, it teleports me upwards. I'm not sure why that is. I think, actually, I know what that is. They were having problems with people falling through the world and dying, so they may have done that to prevent that problem. That's okay. I have ways around that. Okay. That was obnoxious, but hey, whatever. Okay. So, that was somewhat obnoxious, but that's alright. I actually wanted to come back up here for some other stuff anyway. Because I want to make some elevators. So that everything will work out beautifully. I mentioned that I've been killing stuff, so I've got some ender pearls around here somewhere. I probably got split up into a couple different chests. I'm going to need enough cotton to work with them. I don't need this many, though. What do we got? 90 here? I think they've got about a 20 block range. The elevators do. Okay, so I need cotton now. Each elevator needs 8 cotton, right? And I want to make, if I'm at level 90, I want to go down to, let's see, 70, 50, 30, and 10, and then around 0. Well, we'll just leave it at 10. That's like 4 elevators downwards, so 70, 50, 30, 10, and plus 1 at the ground, obviously. So I need 5 of those, so 5 times 4 is 20, so I need 20. Sorry, yeah, 5 times 8 is 40, so I need 40 pieces of cotton. Don't think I have enough to do that. Or not cotton, but wool. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere near enough to do that. Got enough for almost half, though, so that's not horrible. I have more string around here somewhere. Apparently I have string around here, not just somewhere, but everywhere. I'm trying to figure out how to get a sheep. I'm not entirely certain it's even possible to get one. But maybe if I put out grass or something for it to spawn, I don't know. As you can tell, I am not as organized as I ought to be. Alright, well, we got what we got. I don't have quite enough. But I think I can use 3 of those pieces of cotton to get 1 more piece of string, and then I can do this. Hate when I do it wrong. Okay, we got enough for 3. That's not a small amount of distance. We're at 91 here. So I'm going to take out this piece of wood here. This one right here. Okay. That's what I want right there. Not ideal, but 91. Okay, so we want to go down to about 71 or so. Okay, perfect. We're going to go off to the side here and hope like crazy that I can get far enough over here without falling. Ah! Crap, 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 crap. Well, that didn't work as well as I would have hoped. Well, we wanted to get one down to about 10, right? But that was going to take... So 90, 70, 50 with 3 of these. So one right around here at 50. Maybe if I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with this. As soon as that happens, I fall. Sometimes just figuring out how everything's supposed to work is an adventure on its own. 50. Maybe if I do something like this, go off a bit more, put one like down like that. Or maybe I just have to... I am now thinking. If I want to attach them to the side of this thing, then what I probably need to do is just move the rope ladder. So we're gonna give myself something to hold on to. And then we're going to stand right here and break this. Did I not get it back? Did it go up there? If I don't get it back, I mean, I'll have to make another one. Oh well. Just means more string. Oh well, good thing I had my also handy spawner here, so I can... Watch out for the choo-choo. It's like when the skeletons kill each other. Just gonna wait out here for a second while they kill each other off. Back away. Okay, so hey, I even got a steel. That's actually in pretty good condition for usually the things that show up in here are in pretty awful condition. So, but I don't think I got any string. It's one of those like, this was not a bad result, but did not get what I wanted. Alright, well, maybe I'll put some cotton down instead. Still got empty space, right? Yeah, one corner here. Just make a bunch of cotton. This actually grows really well. I don't know if I showed you what I was doing at all when I was watering everything. But when you use the watering can, cotton, like, I mean, it grows a little slowly, like as far as this stage, but once you get it actually growing, it grows really fast. That last stage is really quite quickly. It's quite quick. Unless it's going to lie today and just make a liar out of me and be impossibly slow. It does happen. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that trait of the universe, just whenever you're doing stuff and you make a claim that it'll do the exact opposite for a little while. Maybe it's to keep us humble, I don't know. See, how much string do I need for this? 6, right? So 6 times 3. We should have enough already, actually. Wondering if I should make more, just so I can make my cotton. How much cotton I need? 9 each. A lot. Okay, looks like there's a spider in here, if nothing else, so... Yeah, for whatever reason, we're getting a lot of tutus spawning in here. Cannot say that's a bad thing at all. I have a lot of spawns now, as you can... or morphs now, as you can tell. Now, side effect of the morphs, I've been told, is that some things will not aggro you automatically. I wonder if that's true, and if it is... I might be able to use it. Obviously, I can't use most of these because I gained them in the other world, so using them here would be cheating. But I definitely just have a basic creeper form, so if I turn into basic creeper, basic creeper should not be a violation of the rules. Was not what I intended to have happen, but that's life. Been thinking about automation of this kind of process too. I have a dozen methods that will let me do it. But I did get a little string out of it, so not all is lost. How much string do we need? 6, right? I'm sure I have sticks around here somewhere. Silver uplight. It's apparently a one-time item, but very useful nonetheless. You might even have to use 2 of them instead, but considering what you're getting out of them, it's not a particularly high cost. And to be honest, if I'd thought about it more carefully, the first time I more realized it was a one-time use thing, I could have done things differently. Okay, so... Oh, this is broken. Must have been broken while I was... Now that would explain why I was having trouble killing them at the end. Okay. So this time... should have better luck. $70 and about $50 or so. And because I'm me, I've already got stuff underneath it. Okay, we're good. I'll make sure. So up a little bit. Up a little more. Okay. Shift, nothing happens, but is it too far? Dang it. Did I get it back? Please tell me I got it back. Oops, that gets entirely out of that world. Not where I want to go. Oh yeah, teleporting between worlds, as I said, absorbs food for whatever reason. Okay, well, we'll see if we can do this one. This one works. I have no idea why the other one didn't work. Huh. 91 to 72. I think it was one block low. Jeez. Oh, this isn't below ground still. Damn it. Lost the other block. Shouldn't have lost the other block. Oh well. Okay, well, we're going to take a brief break while I work like crazy on this cotton. Oh, and or over here. How much cotton do I need? This time I'm actually going to have to make the calculation. 9 times 8. I need at least one of those, so 56. No, 72. Don't know where that first number came from. No, I need to repair that. Do I have more string at all? Nope. So this all just has to be done from scratch. Okay. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Next time I break one of those, I at least will put a block of cobblestone or something beneath it to make sure that I am okay. Well, okay, I'll see you guys again a little bit later. Okay. It's been a little while, but we got our wool now. Thank goodness. Some things take much too long. So we got our elevator, so we'll want this to go at like 53 or something instead. Something like that. Yeah, I should harvest all this soon. Pretty much everything's ready. Yeah, another spider. I can get more. Yeah, I really don't need it anymore. As long as this works. I almost fell right in that hole. That would have been amusing, but highly awkward. Okay, so we're going to go down to right around, so this, that was 72 or something like that, so 53. So I guess its range is like 19, I guess. Okay. Ah, very good. So this one's actually underground, as you can tell by the change in color. It should be underground after like 50 or 64 or so. But this area, if I actually built something, I might get some bats instead. So, that's great, but now we have to work on the next few steps, so we actually need to build some small building spaces there. You might be wondering why we want bats. There's a couple of reasons to have bat. It's not just for our Darkcraft. I mean, that would definitely be useful for our Darkcraft, so don't get me wrong, I want it. By the way, I built the chandeliers somewhere. This will be very helpful to us. So we're going to put this on the bottom level one, along with various stuff, and we're going to just kind of build a few walls around the other ones just to make sure we don't accidentally fall off. Because that would be silly. But bats are supposed to spawn in enclosed spaces, so we're going to build an enclosed space. Actually, might as well just make this rough hewn. We'll get better materials later, but for now, cobble works. We'll take what we can get. Now the chandelier is really nice because it stops regular mobs from spawning, but I know that it doesn't stop bats from spawning because in my overworld base I have some of the, it's not chandeliers, but it's the, don't know why I bothered with that. I don't need to go down this way anymore. Can't even think right now. It's the Magnum Torch, which is the more advanced model, essentially, of the yada 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 of the chandeliers. So since it is the more advanced version, I don't really need it. But anyway, that one I've used the more advanced version, as I was saying, before I got ridiculously distracted. And it will allow mobs to spawn, neutral mobs to spawn, like bats and such. I've done that before. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And it'll do that 16 blocks out, so we're not going to go that far out. We're going to go about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks out sounds good. So the other reason we want the bat is for its flying ability. We're on a giant island and we want to start building stuff down here below. Flight will be indispensable. So 1, 2. So yeah, I mean, we have practical reasons for wanting it, besides just doing Darkcraft, though Darkcraft is a good enough reason on its own. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Yeah, obviously at the moment we got sunlight passing through here, which is not exactly ideal for spawning our bats. But we're going to be forming an enclosed space anyway, so. Yeah, just so you know, if anybody's worried about the elevators can pass through like 1 or 2 solid blocks on their way, so we should be okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can see where flight would be useful because we could just get level with this surface and build it out instead. Flight becomes one of our most useful abilities when you're trapped like this. It's useful in the overworld, but when you're like this and just can't go anywhere. Whoop, I accidentally threw a stack of that away. Fortunately, it's no longer a rare substance. If I'd thrown away a stack of cobblestone at the very beginning, oh my gosh, I would have been very unhappy. Now, not so much. Look how far we've come. Cobblestone is no longer a measure of wealth. sure all of you watching me build this lovely cobblestone construction must be riveted to your screens. Riveted. Isn't that a funny choice of words? Has all sorts of interesting implications. Yeah, I'm thinking about that word now, riveted, and I'm thinking about its origin. And if I'm thinking about its origin, I'd have to go back to probably basic industrialism. Rivets being a basic form of attachment. Late 1800s, early 1900s, maybe? Or no, sorry, late 1900s, early thousands, I guess. No? I'm trying to figure out how to... I always have a hard... No, 19... Yeah, okay. Yeah. There we go. Late 19th century, early 20th. There we go. Because there's a really weird system of keeping date, which has to do with those two things. Oops, that was funny. Do not put the gravel up there. It won't do what you want it to do. Anyway, okay. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm just creating a box. I'm going to pause the game and just finish it so you don't have to watch me do it. Okay, so we're back. Gotten everything finished and under construction. I ended up putting the chandelier one block above this one right here so that it wouldn't let light in here, because it does have to be fairly dark for bats to spawn. Now hopefully if I leave this alone for a while, the bats will just kind of spawn in here and I can come down and collect some. That is what I'm hoping anyway. So I'm looking at everything and just kind of hoping it'll all work. I have a room down there. Huzzah! Okay, so that was my magical crops continuation, my little auto spawner, semi-auto spawner thing over here, mob spawner, and then my work on a form of bat spawner, which we'll see if it actually works or not. If it does, that would be very nice. So, I'll be back next time. I'll report on bats and everything else. For now, though, I'm going to call it a day.